Yeah, about that transaction we were talking about. I'll be able to take care of it tomorrow, okay? No question. Look, I'll get you the money, okay? What are you talking about? I just need another day. Hey, don't get off my back. I've come through every time before this. You'll get it.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's great. I'm just real glad you're here.
Look, you've helped me when my back's been against the wall before. What can I do for you?
Look, forget about it. There's no problem. Just forget it. I just want to see you happy. You deserve it.
Thank you. Somehow, I don't know how, but you've made me happy.
That's okay. I don't have to explain. Well, you said you want to help me? Well, I think I'm about to take advantage of it right now.
Anything.
Well, you see, actually, we shouldn't talk about it here.
Oh.
We should probably go.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you'll tell me.
It's a private thing.
It's private.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this on?
Yeah.
Well, what exactly did you have in mind?
It's this. See, I've got this on my.
What is that?
It's small.
I see. All right. Listen, you're in the hospital. They're going to take care of you. You're going to be fine.
Who's responsible?
I am.
We need a signature to operate, ladies. Make up your mind.
I'm his wife. I'm his wife.
Let's go get him in there. We don't have much time.
Yeah, Larry. No, Jake's not here. You what? You're the photographer? Okay. Yeah, I'll give him the message. Right, bye. Hey.
Hey.
I thought I told you to wait back there
Yeah,
for
you
a minute.
did. I can't. It's late. I didn't know. I have to go home.
Why? I mean, well, Cece's not going to be there. The place is going to be empty, isn't it?
No. Ted's living there, and I've got a staff to take care of. I'm going to try to keep on top of it.
Now, that sounds like a lady in control.
The lady's trying.
Can I see you later?
You bet.
See ya.
White wine, please.
Oh, Mrs. Conrad, I didn't hear you come in.
Oh, I think you were in the back. Oh,
couldn't help noticing how radiant Sophia seemed to look.
Well, Mrs. Capel always does.
Rumor has it she and СиСи are having very serious problems right now. In that case, she not only looked happy, almost fulfilled.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't really know about that. You'd have to ask Mrs. Capel.
Of course not.
White wine.
Thank you. Well, business doesn't seem to be too brisk, does it?
Yeah, well, it never really is this time of day.
Oh, makes up for the nights, huh?
We do fine.
Well, I understand what it's like getting a business like this off the ground. It takes a great deal of money just getting it started and then to keep it going.
Like I said, we do fine. Excuse me, won't you? Hello, the lair. No, Kelly, she's not here. What? What? She said she was going home. She just left a couple of minutes ago. Yeah. Yeah, sure, I'll tell her if I see her. I hope he's okay. Okay, bye.
You hope who's okay?
Mason. He's just got into an accident. They say he's in a hospital.
No. No, and why didn't somebody call me? For heaven, I'm his mother. Was she sleeping?
I don't know. I don't really think that I'm going to get home at all this evening. I just wanted to call and find out if Samantha was all right. I really wish that I could hold her right now. No, Mrs. Cobb, I don't need for you to bring her down here. Just give her a hug for me, okay? And listen, if she starts to cry, give her that little Russ teddy bear, the one that Mason gave her for Christmas. She really loves that one. And that's it. I'll keep in touch. All right, night. How is he?
They took him into surgery 10 minutes ago. The nurse said I could wait here.
Yeah, she told me that too.
How's Samantha?
She's fine. I just, well, I guess it just seemed the natural thing to call her when I saw Mason being wheeled into the operating room. I know you know.
I know.
Did you call Chip's nanny?
No, not yet. I wanted to wait and... I'm going to call later.
Okay. 10 minutes. A year of your life goes by in a second, and 10 minutes seems like an eternity.
If you want to go home to Samantha, I'll stay.
No, I'd really like to stay. How is he?
I just spoke to Dr. Merrick.
He said surgery might take several hours.
There were some complications with Mason when he first got him into the operating room.
Oh, no.
Now, he hasn't started surgery yet. He's running some tests to first determine if the damage to the cranial area is more extensive than we first believed.
Is he still going to have to operate?
Well, we won't know that until the tests are completed. Now, that could take a few hours. If the two of you would like to go home and rest, I'll make sure that somebody contacts you the minute that...
No, I'd like to stay here.
So would I.
Now, has his condition improved any?
He's still critical. Now, I'll make certain that a nurse informs you the minute there's any changes, okay?
Where is my son?
Dr. Merrick is running some tests on him right now, Mr. Capwell. He's in critical condition. He's checking to see if there's any damage to the cranial area. If there's any news, you'll hear it. I have to get back and assist Dr. Merrick. Excuse me.
What happened to him? I thought it was a car accident. The nurse said it wasn't.
No. The roof of a porch fell on him.
What?
It couldn't take the weight of the snow.
Where were you?
In the mountains.
The three of you.
СиСи doesn't really make any difference right now.
Johnson, I would like the jet ready in 10 minutes to take us to L.A. I also want a medical helicopter ready when we get there.
Steve, what are you doing?
I am having Mason taken to UCLA Medical. I want the best doctors available. That's what I'm doing.
It would be very dangerous to move him right now, and Dr. Merrick is really one of the finest neurosurgeons in the state.
Excuse me, Julia, but I don't see this as any of your business. You are not a relative. You are not his wife. You are nothing to Mason.
I'm more to him than you have ever been. Now, this is not the time for you to be throwing your power in.
Please don't try to tell me how to handle the situation. I think it's best that you leave. All right, then I will.
Excuse me.
He just told me Mason's condition is critical. СиСi, he's not going to die. Our son won't die.
you are. I've been calling all over town trying to find you.
What's wrong?
Mason's just been in an accident.
Is he all right?
Well, the hospital just called a few minutes ago. They said he's in critical condition, but they think he might be out of surgery in about an hour.
Oh, we've got to get over there right away.
I'll take you there.
All right.
Wait a second, Mom. Where were you anyway?
I was just taking care of some things.
I'm telling you, I don't understand what's going on. This whole family is acting up. Eden and Cruz are completely dropped out of sight. Dad's moved out, and now you're keeping secrets from me, Mom.
Ted, this isn't the time to talk about this.
Tell me, does it have anything to do with this oil rig or not?
No, I'm not worried about my only concern right now is Mason. That should be your concern, too.
You're right. I just like somebody to, level with me for a change.
Can we please go?
Okay, I gotta call Kelly first, though.
Kelly's in San Francisco with Jeffrey at a conference.
I know. They just called. They're catching the next flight out here in about like a half hour. She's been calling all over town trying to find you. Anyway, I told her I promised her that I'd call her at the airport as soon as I heard from the hospital. And I don't have her phone number, though. It's in the study. Be back in just a minute.
Hurry up, Ted, please. Hello.
Sophia, it's TJ. Did you get the news about Mason?
Hi, yes, I just did.
I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do? I mean, I could come over there and drive you to the hospital.
No, thank you. Ted's here. He's taking me over.
All right, well, I mean, no, if you need anything, I'll be here.
All right. Thanks so much for calling. Bye.
Who was that?
That was a friend who'd heard about Mason.
Why didn't you call me?
What?
When you heard Mason had been hurt, you should have called me.
What for?
Our son is lying in there right now being operated.
Oh, no, please. I realize you are concerned, but don't give me this our son bit now, please.
It is our son, СиСи. There's no getting around that.
Pardon me if I'm not overwhelmed by your motherly concern. I seem to remember almost 30 years ago that our son did just fine without your concern.
I really think you're throwing that in my face as even beneath you right now.
Obviously, it isn't beneath you to use our son to get even or get closer to me, too, and which is what you're trying to do.
Well, I see all the years and the age hasn't diminished your ego. I would never use our son under this condition. He was my firstborn. He was created out of our love and our passion.
Oh, please, shut up.
Well, maybe, just maybe you wouldn't feel quite so guilty if you hadn't treated him so badly.
I never treated him badly.
Oh, you hardly even let him believe I was his mother. You never let me close to him at all, and you always treated him like second best compared to your other children.
That's a lie. That is a lie. If there was any distance between Mason and me, he fostered it himself. We were making some headway. We were having some understanding between us until you showed up.
Is there anything you don't blame me for, СиСи?
No.
Mason.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm not the fox you're making a
Shut up!
Look, she's out there. I have to find her.
You're not going anywhere, lady. You've done enough damage as it is.
Yeah, we know your ID, and we know about your contact, too.
My contact is dead, Kane. He was murdered by the fox. But, Captain, you cannot keep me in here.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. As captain of this vessel, I have the right to incarcerate anyone that I consider a threat to the passengers, to the crew, or to the safety of this vessel. I radioed the authorities ashore, Miss Castillo. Everything you tell me checks out.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Captain.
I'm really sorry about the Duke and Duchess routine. We had no choice.
No, no problem. And my congratulations on your performance. Quite authentic.
Look, could we dispense with all of this small talk? Look, Radio Shore Cruise asked
You
them
talk to
about
him. We're
me.
going to turn you over to the authorities when the ship docks.
No,
That's it.
Look, it'll be too late.
What, too late for what? To kill us?
To stop her. Look, I'm not an assassin. I'm an operative with the Security Bureau of the United States.
I thought you were a field officer with the NCA.
Cruz, please, I can give you the number from my control.
Shut
Call
her up.
them.
Shut up. All right.
Maybe we should radio Shore.
Eden,
Try to
she'll have
find
a
out
chance
some
to tell her
information.
story when the ship docks.
If you lock me up in here, I'll have no chance. Because the real fox will find me, and I'll be dead before this ship drops anchor.
Yeah, come on, bring him in. I think it would be best if the two of you waited outside for the time being.
No, he's my son.
I'm aware of that, Mrs. Conrad, but I just don't want to have too many people in there right now with him at the same
Why
time.
don't you get Julia and Tori out of there?
Mr. Capwell,
Look,
please.
excuse me, but I think his mother and father have more right to be there than a woman who's about to divorce and his girlfriend.
I know the circumstances are trying, but if you just be patient, I promise that you will be with your son.
Doctor, was the operation successful?
Dr. Merrick wasn't able to operate.
Well, what in the world was he doing in there all this time?
He was running a CAT scan and some MRIs on Meyson. We're waiting for the results right now.
Did they have to put him under for those tests?
He wasn't anesthetized, Mrs. Conrad. Right now, your son is in a coma. Excuse me.
How long is he going to be in a coma?
Well, I wish I could answer that. You know, sometimes a coma is nature's way of shutting down the body so that it can repair itself.
Do you think that's what's happening now?
Well, it's kind of hard to tell at this point, though it is possible that Meyson will awaken naturally.
When?
We should know more once we get the test results.
Dr. Merrick didn't want to operate, did he? Did he find out anything?
Yes, as a matter of fact, he did. Now, the initial test indicated that Meyson suffered a severe head trauma. Now, to be a little more technical, a subcranial hematoma has developed.
Well, doesn't that require an operation?
Well, that's possible. Now, we have to first see the test results to decide if it's necessary to go into his skull to relieve some of the pressure. But we don't know yet.
You really know anything yet?
Well, nothing very concrete, no.
So when you have all these tests and you get all the results back, will you know anything then?
Well, sometimes the MRIs and the CAT scan don't tell us everything.
Then what good are they? I mean, if you get back the tests and the printouts and the scans, what good are they if they're not going to tell me whether he's going to live or die?
I'm sure this is very difficult for you.
Is it? I don't know. I lost Meyson once before, and looking at him lying there, I may lose him again. I don't know what I'm feeling. Maybe I'm just empty inside. No sorrow, no pain. I don't know.
Look, you, above all people, should be able to understand you're an agent, for God's sake. You know what we have to resort to in order to remain undercover.
Just like I know what you'd resort to right now to complete your mission.
Look, my mission is to stop the fox. I hate the lies, the deceit, the emotional betrayal, but I had no choice.
Exactly why I got out of this damn game, Andrea. But according to Kane, you have gone about your business with a smile on your face.
Look, I want out, too. And if I ever live through this thing, I will. But I have to see this through. I have to stop her before she kills her mark.
You've got to stop blaming yourself.
I'm the one who let her dupe me. I almost got all of us killed.
Andrea's had a chance to kill you. She's had many chances to kill you. If she was the fox, don't you think she would have done it?
She still needed us. I mean, the minute she didn't need us anymore, she was ready to just blow us away. I trusted that woman. I cared for her, and she didn't think twice about trying to kill me. So maybe you got tired of killing people. Maybe you did feel something for Kane, and seeing Eden again jogged your memory. Maybe your subconscious finally kicked in. You decided to let somebody stop you.
Look, my subconscious had nothing to do with it. You know I've had opportunities to kill all three of you, but I didn't, because I am not the fox.
I've heard enough of this. Excuse me.
Look, you were there when she killed Harry. Don't you want to see her pay for that?
You're damn right I do.
Harry ordered me to come on to Kane. My assignment was to gain access to Kane's plan for the security of that meeting. That way I would know the layout of the hotel, and I could stop her from assassinating Espinosa.
So you're gonna lay this on Harry now?
No, look, Harry wanted the mission to be a success, yes. But he knew. He knew the whole time that I was falling in love with Kane.
I know you're bitter about all this because you fell in love with Andrea.
That shows you how big a fool I am.
Oh, no, I don't think there's anything foolish about that. If it stopped there, I think you'd be all right now, but you still love her. Don't you?
It seems to me if you really loved Kane, you would have tried to protect him.
I tried to.
If you were really assigned to stop the fox, you would have known that Kane was going to get hurt in this.
Look, I tried to turn him away. But I'm not a machine. I can't cut off my feelings.
Then you had no business being an agent in the first place.
I never intended for Kane to get hurt.
So that machine gun you unloaded on the deck tonight, that was all just to entertain us, I suppose, huh?
No, that wasn't me. That was the fox.
I don't want to hear this anymore. Get away from me. Stay against that wall.
Look, how am I going to prove this to you? You know, you will realize it when you come back here and find me with a bullet through my head. Cruz!
No, I don't still love her. I'm bitter and I'm angry with myself.
Yeah, but do you think there's a point in feeling that way, Kane?
Look, I can forgive myself a lot. And I mean, I can forgive my foolishness. I can forgive the fact that I fell in love with her. But I cannot forgive the fact that when I had my chance, when I knew she was the fox, that I didn't kill her. I should have killed her.
Yeah, he's so pale. Yeah, just lying there like that.
СиСи and Pamela are in there with him right now.
Yeah, well, Pamela's very demanding.
Yeah. I don't know why her behavior surprises me. Actually, it doesn't surprise me. What it does is disgust me.
Well, I don't like her either, but she's still Mason's mom.
Oh, please. She was never a mother to him, and now that our family's having a crisis, she's using his condition to insinuate herself. She doesn't belong here today. She's an outsider.
Yes, that goes for me, too.
Julia, that was not aimed at you.
I love him. Doesn't that make me a part of his life?
Of course it does, Julia. I mean, marriage licenses and family relationships don't justify everything in this world.
I'm so sorry if I said anything that offended you. Things are awfully tense around here. Boy, you go through life and you think you have such clarity. And then when things fall apart, you don't even know where your loyalties lie anymore.
I think deep down people always know.
How?
Please follow your heart.
You think it might destroy the family?
And when Mason hiked out to get some help, the cabin roof collapsed and he was buried underneath the snow.
God, how could he have been so stupid? In the middle of a divorce, having a rendezvous with Julia. He had to know he was courting disaster. How did you even find him?
My lawyer, he seems to know how to find out these things.
I saw your press conference. You got a lot of guts, admitting to having a cocaine habit. You're a lot stronger than I thought you were.
Thank you, СиСи.
Family's gonna be sorry to lose you. He's put you through a lot. I know you still care about him.
I do. He still is my husband, and I don't want anything to happen to him. But, СиСi, I cannot reduce my demands.
You shouldn't, Tory. If he still wants the divorce, when he comes out of this, he should pay for it.
How can you do it? You stand here and discuss Mason's money when he's on the verge of death.
Why don't you stop being so self-righteous? There isn't a moment in your life that you don't think of money first.
That's a lie.
Please, this isn't the time or the place, you two.
Of course, you're right. I'm sure you wouldn't have brought up the subject of Mason's money if СиСi hadn't.
I didn't bring up the subject.
I would like to be alone with Mason for a little while, please.
Yes, of course. Come, СиСi.
Don't talk to me as if I'm your lapdog.
I do want you to get well, Mason. Even though I tried, I could never really hate you. I could just never understand why. Why couldn't you have loved me just a little bit more?
Eden, thank God it's you. I was so afraid it was someone else.
Andrea, you don't really have a reason to be afraid. You're very well guarded.
Just like the hotel was well guarded and the television station?
You'll be safe here.
No, I won't be. She's on this ship, Eden. She can get in anywhere.
Look, I know this is tough, but you're gonna have to find a way to get past it.
How could I have been that stupid?
We got off unscathed. Espinosa is home safe. Andrea's behind bars. You and Eden and I can go back to Santa Barbara now in one piece and chalk this up to experience.
Sure, just like that. Oh, I suspected her for so long, and I did nothing. I just plowed along like the stupid fool I am.
Kane, come on. You know, I had a partner once who went over to the other side. As far as I was concerned, he betrayed me. But inside, I couldn't bring myself to hate the man. I clung to a faith in him. I knew that he had to have behaved honorably on some level, man. And I found out years later that I was right about him all along, but I could just as easily have been wrong. He didn't go over at all. He was on our side the whole time. And I found out about 2 minutes before he died in my arms. The thing is, in this game, in espionage, what you see is hardly ever going to be what it seems.
I told you the truth before. I am not the fox. I thought maybe you would believe me.
I never wanted to believe that you were.
Well, obviously, something has changed your mind.
Well, you know, getting shot at, Andrea, is kind of scary.
I didn't shoot at you. Think about it, Eden. I was alone with you with a gun if I'd wanted to kill you. She's outsmarted all of us. I have been tracking this woman for so long now. And now, just when I think I can stop her, I failed.
I balked. I let you down.
Hell, man, you did your best. It was a difficult situation. You had to evaluate it. You took a risk. So what? You weren't sure about the woman. You couldn't act until you were.
Yeah, but even when I thought I was sure, I wasn't. Cruz, I made love to this woman when I thought she might be a murderer. I mean, even now. Are we 100% sure that Andrea is the fox?
Andrea? Andrea, I gotta go. No, Eden. No. Stop it. Look, I'll do anything it takes to stop her. Eden, I'm your friend. You have got to trust me on this. Don't keep me in here. For God's sake, get me out of here.
Every single shred of evidence we have says that Andrea is the fox.
I know.
I'm not denying that there's a possibility, very remote possibility, that she's telling the truth.
But it is possible.
It's far-fetched. We're not going to lean on it. And when we dock, I'll contact the right people. We'll have all the facilities we need to make sure. Meanwhile, she stays in the brig.
No matter what the risk?
Yeah.
You must be really exhausted. You should go home and try to get some rest.
You must be as wrung out as I am. You should go home.
I can't. I have to stay.
With my husband? Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm not sure what to believe anymore, but I do believe that Meyson needs our strength.
If it's all right, I would like to sit here with you.
I think you should.
I don't know how you can stand it.
Can't change anything. It's one thing I've learned. No matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult it is to understand, life goes on.
I love him, Victoria.
I know.
I couldn't believe it. She's in the hospital, and she's hanging all over СиСи. Do you know what she did, ТиДжей? She used what happened to Meyson for all it was worth.
Well, why is it making you so angry, though?
Why is it making me angry? It's obvious. I've told you all along what a monster she is.
No, I understand that, but I mean, from the way you're saying it, it sounds like you're like a jealous wife.
I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm very angry.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then. I mean, have you ever given any thought to wanting your husband back?
I could never forgive him for having an affair with her.
I didn't catch a no on that statement.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know, Sophia. I mean, I don't want you to say anything. I'm confused by your anger. I don't know whether it's because your pride is hurt or because you're still in love with the man. And I'm, I guess, a little jealous. And I guess I want to hear you think and talk more about me than about him.
I think and talk about you.
I mean, I don't have any right to lay any claim on your love or anything.
You, have a lot more right than you know. I can't... What's that witch following me all around town?
I'll tell you what, why don't I throw her and a broomstick the hell out of here, huh?
I think that's a great idea. No, I've got to go. I really do. I've got to go home and then go back to the hospital.
Oh, all right, well, if you need anything, give me a call, okay?
I will. Thank you.
Bye. Well, Mrs. Conrad, how about a nice glass of wine?
Please. Well, couldn't help but notice Sophia seems a little upset.
Oh, you're very observant. I mean, her stepson is in the hospital with a coma. I say she has a lot of reason to be upset.
You're talking about my son.
Yes, I know, and I can't seem to help noticing that you don't seem very concerned about it all.
I happen to be very concerned. His wife is with him right now. There's nothing I can do. Besides, sitting around a hospital literally makes me ill. If I were a gambling woman, I would bet that Sophia's major concern right now is СиСи might find out that she's having an affair with you.
Yeah, well, if you're a gambling woman, I'd say you'd be a loser.
I don't think so. If I were gambling, I would gamble on a sure thing. I wouldn't wager on any intuition. I'd go with the facts. And even though you tell me this place is doing fine, the facts are that it is badly in need of an infusion of money.
Well, gee, aren't you a knowledgeable woman?
I'm also a very wealthy woman.
You're also beating around the bush a lot. You're beginning to waste my time, so why don't you just get to what you want to say, okay?
Well, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. A picture could be worth $50,000 to you. That is, if it is a photograph of you and Sophia and, oh, let's say, some interesting pose. What are you doing?
I'm throwing you and your dirty mind and your dirty money the hell out of here. Why don't you just come with me, huh?
Will you please take your hands off?
I'll tell you what, Mrs. Conrad, there's a dirty magazine rack down the street, right? It's got all the dirty pictures you need. Now, why don't you get out of here, huh? And stay out.
Thanks for coming. Look, if you give me a chance to explain.
I don't want any explanations from you.
Why are you here?
I want answers. You're a trained agent. I'm sure it was you who bugged my phone, probably had total access to my office, photocopied all my security plans. Could have done all that without involving me.
Kima, please don't.
Why? Huh? You get some kicks, some bizarre kicks out of that? Your job kind of boring? So you find some schlub to get involved with and get him caring for you? Then you sleep with him like some whore?
What are you thinking about?
What it would have been like if I'd been forced to lie to you when we met.
Why are you thinking that?
I'm just trying to put myself in her position. If I would have met you under those circumstances, I don't think I could have stopped myself from falling in love with you.
If you're going to be an agent, you have to learn to control your feelings.
Isn't that why you quit?
It's one reason.
You know, it seems to me these people that are involved with espionage, they can change the course of our whole world. If we're going to have someone working for our country, we want someone who's going to be loyal and honorable with a good sense of integrity.
That's exactly what...
Well, then if you've got those qualities, I don't think you could be able to turn your feelings on and off. I don't think you could use someone like Kane and still care about him. But I wasn't the only one pretending, was I, Kane?
You don't try and pan this off on me.
Oh, right. You're not going to take on any of the responsibility, are you? Yeah, what did you do when you started to believe that I was the fox? Did you come to me? Did you confront me with the information?
I couldn't do that.
You kept seeing me, though. You kept making love to me.
I couldn't let you know I was suspicious.
It was all a lie, wasn't it? Every time you touched me, every time you made love to me, it was nothing but a cold-blooded, ruthless lie.
Well, you know cold-blooded and ruthless better than I do. I'm just glad it's over.
Kane, please don't leave me here. I'm sorry. The way I felt about you was never a lie. Don't leave me here alone. How long before we get into port?
In a couple of hours.
Oh, a couple hours. Then this will all be over. You'll have to figure out all this stuff with Andrea and the Fox. This mission will be done. We can go home, get married, and have 6 kids.
That would be nice.
Is there something you're not telling me?
Just a feeling that keeps eating at me.
What's that?
I don't know, I just can't help thinking that this case has one more trick up its sleeve.
Many people need to cut down on salt for better health.
Kane, please don't leave me. I'm sorry. The way I felt about you was never a lie.
Now, that particular machine doesn't respond well to physical abuse.
I usually don't abuse these machines.
Well, no, that's all right. You know, I kind of get crazy myself when these metal monsters seem to devour my quarters and don't give me any sustenance in return. So what I've done is I sort of, like, developed a kind of dialogue with them, you know, and it generally works. Now, this particular machine, you have to kind of, well, you have to talk to it, all right? Now, watch. All right, Mr. Vendor. You see, they prefer if you don't get too personal with them.
Ah.
Yes. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this pretty woman here is standing here anxiously awaiting,
a ginger ale.
A ginger ale?
Ginger ale, yeah.
A ginger ale. It's a woman of true taste. Now, I don't know if you realize this, but you have her quarters, and she doesn't have anything to drink. So, she apologizes for the beatings, right?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Now, she apologizes for the beating, so if you can find it in your mechanical heart to, like, forgive her and maybe give her the goods so that she could lay back and relax, huh? I knew you'd see it my way. See that? Ginger ale, coming up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure, no problem.
I think you're a little crazy, aren't you?
Yeah, well, guilty as charged.
I've never known a doctor who talked to a vending machine. I don't know why I wanted this so badly. I don't even know why it was all that important.
It's all right.
Dr. Clark, I don't know why I'm here. I feel like I should be sitting beside my husband, but then I see him lying there, and I want him so desperately to get better, but if he gets better, I'm going to lose him to Julia. And I don't hate him for that, and I don't hate her either. I don't hate anybody. It's just that I don't want to be alone. I'm so scared.
No, honestly, I was thinking about how much time we've wasted. How much time I have loved you and been without you. You see, you have to come back so we can make up for that time. You have to come back for our daughter. She needs you. And boy, does she love you. I can see it in her eyes. So you see, you just can't leave. It's as simple as that. Because we have a beautiful life to build together. So wake up. Wake up, you stubborn man, and look at me. Please, look at me. I am staying right here until you open up your eyes, Mason Capwell. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be with you always. I'm always going to be with you. Please don't leave me. God, please don't take him.
In a consumer magazine test of 48 moisturizers, Youth Guard ranked in the top 3. Impressive.
Tonight, meet the heir to a tobacco fortune who's become an anti-smoking crusader. The story of Patrick Reynolds on NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.